Basically, before I even came here, there was a testing suite. And like I said before, we use it in a pipeline to check if the code is correct. So we don't have to check it. So I would say keep it to the important stuff. If it's code styling, resolve it in a testing suite. For example, we use grumphp for that.
Okay.
To resolve those. And I would more look at. I've seen your post about the collections. Use the collections instead of the repositories, because repositories are heavy used. Or when they add, for example, database scripts that adds a column to the sales order, and for some merchants, it's not a problem because they have like a small database, but if it's like a huge one, it can have downtime. So you need to be aware of those things as well during the code review.
Let's go back to what you said there at the beginning of your answer. I really like what you said about the automated code reviews as much as possible, because that, in some ways, it's hard, I think, to get feedback from another human. It's like you thinking, you're saying I just wrote bad code. Like, no, I didn't write bad code. I'm XYZ. I know what I'm writing. But if it's the machine kicking that back, especially for some of the more trivial stuff, I think that's a really good point. And that's something we are working at adding tooling for ourselves, is to be able to automate some of that part of the code review, because if nothing else, it'll save you, since you're the architect, like it saves you time. You don't have to worry about those little, hey, you're missing, there's a space between your
yeah.
Like, come on, let's get that fixed. You don't have to write that up. And then especially if you're working with a merchant, be extra nice about it as well. So I get that. Okay, so that's really good.
So like I said, it's checking it during the pipeline, but you can already check it when you're every time you commit. For us, it's checking your code. So even before you commit it, we just added the pipeline to make sure that the testing suite is correct, because sometimes otherwise it could happen that somebody forgets it, and you have to resolve someone else is issues, and you don't want that. So this is why we have that second layer in the pipeline. And
you say before you commit, so that's and it's been a while since I've worked with this. So in the Git directory, isn't there like a scripts folder that you can have them run pre-commits?
Yeah, Git hooks.
Is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah,
the Git hooks. Thank you.
Yeah. We're using that, and you can also it's grumphp, so you can also just run it using vendor bin grumphp run. And the nice thing about grumphp, you can add your own modules to it, so you can create your own testing suite, what you find important that needs to be checked. And of course, you can also exclude things that you probably don't want in your you don't mind in your code, for example.